Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lessons from Life. Today, I want to share with you a story that, in some way, you may have experienced too. A story about family, a place that seems like it should be the most peaceful, yet sometimes leaves the deepest scars in our hearts. I once met a man in his 40s named Min. To anyone looking from the outside, his life seemed truly blessed, a stable career, a happy little family, and well-behaved children. But when I sat down to listen to his story, I realized beneath that exterior was a childhood filled with pain, with wounds that had never truly healed even after so many years. Min shared that, as a child, he grew up in a family where his father often drank. Every time that happened, the sounds of yelling, breaking dishes, or his mother crying became a familiar part of his memory. He had never received a hug, a word of praise, or even once heard his father say, "I love you, son." While other kids his age could proudly talk about their parents, Min could only stay silent, hiding away the countless nights he lay awake, asking himself, "Why am I not like the others?" As he grew older, Min left his hometown and worked far away, hoping to escape his past. But he didn't realize that the hurt wasn't in the place, it was in his heart. He became someone who found it hard to trust others, afraid of getting too close, and always keeping a distance even from those who loved him sincerely. He feared that he would turn into the same kind of person as his father, the one who hurt him without even knowing it. One day, Min attended a meditation and healing session, and the guide said something that made him pause. "We cannot choose where we are born, but we can choose how we live moving forward." That sentence struck Min deeply. For the first time in his life, he acknowledged that he was carrying a hurt inner child crying out for love. And so his healing journey began. He learned how to return to himself. Every night before sleep, he spent a few minutes with his eyes closed, placing his hand on his chest and saying, "I love myself. I deserve to be loved and to be at peace." It might sound simple, but those words helped soothe the child within him. Min also practiced forgiveness, not to justify the pain his father caused, but to set himself free from the suffering that had taken root within him. Forgiveness is not about forgetting, but about understanding that everyone has limits, everyone has their own story, and sometimes people love in the only way they were taught. When Min finally returned home after many years and met his father again, he no longer felt angry. He saw in his father's eyes a quiet regret, the helplessness of a man who never knew how to say he loved his son. That day, Min called out Dad for the first time in his adult life and hugged him tightly. The story ends there. Nothing magical happened, but Min told me, "I'm at peace now. I no longer carry the pain everywhere I go. I learned acceptance, self-love, and healing from within." And I'm sharing this story with you today, not to reopen old wounds, but to remind you that pain is not the end. It's only the beginning of your healing journey. If you are carrying hurt from your family, neglect, harsh words, or long silences, remember this: you deserve love, peace, and a life no longer burdened by the past. Take time for yourself. Embrace the wounded inner child within you. Practice speaking words of love to yourself, little by little, every day, because truly the healing journey doesn't begin with anyone else. It begins with you. Thank you for listening until the end. If what you've heard brings you a sense of peace, feel free to leave a comment or share the story with someone who might need it. I'm always here, walking with you on this healing journey. See you again in the next videos on Lessons from Life. Wishing you a peaceful day.